Got some tired old headlights on this Cayman, so I thought I'd give the Cerakote stuff a go. It comes in a nice discreet package, just like your fucking dildos. We'll see what results we get. So, first things third, get your gloves on. Now, the kit does come with some gloves, but me, check these, sexy. And then because I think I know best, I'm going to be panel wiping the lights first. Oh my god, it's done, job done. Who needs that? We'll see what grime comes off with this. Yeah, brother, yeah. This one's yellower than that one. Cool. That's probably just all dust, to be fair, because the car's covered. So, on to the next step, which will be using the oxidization remover. I think I'm going to pop the headlights out, and on the 987 Porsches, you pull this back, pull this plug out, see that? Grab this tool, stick it in the hole, stick it in the hole, and then you just turn it. So that's just going to raise it away from the paintwork, but it should still hold it for doing the wet flatting or the sanding process. I don't think it is wet actually. So the next step is to use all of these, so 4 per headlight, and rub in a circular motion to remove any oxidization. Oh, Johnny. So we'll see how this goes. And apparently if you get this stuff on your paintwork, you're supposed to remove it immediately. So that's another reason why I've popped the heads out slightly. The heads? Headlights, head. Ugh. I'm not left-handed, by the way. So I'm just struggling a little bit. Do I really need to use all of them? Not so sure. So I ended up using 2 of the wipes, one on this headlight and one on this headlight. I ain't using all that because once again I think I know best. Not a great deal of yellow stuff came off. Like I said, I don't think these headlights are probably as bad as some that people buy this stuff for. So I've got no more yellow stuff off them, and then it says to basically rinse them off. So squirt, and that's just water. Rinse them off, dry them off, and I think we are wet flatting next. Ugh. So next bit is flatting, and they say use the red disc first. I'm not sure what grade that is. 2000. Woo! I wonder what the grey one is. We'll see in a minute. So 2000, and that's gonna have to be done wet. So, hiya! And once again, I think, so I would normally flat in circular motions, but they recommend doing long sweeping motions on this process. So interesting, Cerakote give you about 1 million of these. Woo, yeah, use all of them. And yet they give you 1 of these per headlight. But what's happened there is, as I've been wet flatting this, it's picked up. Now that paper, as far as I'm concerned, anyone else in the industry is concerned, is fucked. So I've got some more 2000. This is in Darcer, and I'll carry on wet flatting, same motion with this one. So that's that one all done with 2000. Give it a good rinse down, and then we'll go to the finer stuff. Oh yeah! And the finer stuff is come on. Ooh, 3000. Cool. So that's the 3000 done. And once again, the stuff's picked up really badly. So I'm going to see if I've got any 3000 in stock and flat it again. So I found some 3000. This is Merca Abralon. And I think that's going to give us a nice uniform finish. So one thing interesting to note is when you go and look at the videos on YouTube from Cerakote, this backing pad has a hole in the centre there, which generally makes those backing pads much more suitable for convex shapes, like a headlight, obviously. But this one's come with a completely flat one. It's not even completely flat. It's kind of the opposite of what you want. So that's a bit disappointing. That and these fucking Johnny gloves. Now this one's a bit more interesting. This was the worserest of the two headlights. That's that one. And this one. Now I'm actually starting to remove quite a bit of yellowy grime. So that's good. But I imagine this, you see it there, still starting to pick up. So I'll change that out and use that again. So that's the 2000. Good wash down again. Then we'll go on to the 3000. Yeah! So that's interesting. The paper they've sent isn't really compatible with wet flatting. So it's just come apart. Yeah! So honestly, on this backing pad, it's fucking junk. You can use the paper on its own and it will conform better, because you can get right onto that convex curve. Once again, it's picked up quite badly. Now they recommend just using plain water. Generally, whenever I flat things, I put a bit of soap in there. But I've not done that, so we'll see what it comes out like. So I'm going to go over with my 3000, the Abralon. So that's them gone over with the oxidization remover, and 2000, and then 3000. But if you care about your car, and I fucking don't, you're probably best putting some masking around here, because you can see where I've caught it with the 2000 and probably the 3000 as well. But fuck it, it's getting painted. So I'm going to give it a good dry down and a bit of a blow with this. Because apparently the next stage, the good bit, isn't compatible with any water whatsoever. So we'll get that all dried down and on to the final step. So final stage, this is the ceramic clear coating. Add the bag, give it a good sniff. Wow, yeah, it's good stuff. So apparently we've got to do this in horizontal coats overlapping by 50%. So I should probably do this without recording, to be fair. But And once again it says if you get this stuff on your paintwork, wipe it off immediately. And it says do 1 coat. So it looks pretty cool, but then again, it's just wet at the minute, so we'll see what it dries like. So I'm going to do this one without recording. Nope, fuck it, looks too good. You should just be able to hear me breathing now. I think I've got all of that. Shiny! Looks good. So now I've got to leave them. Well, you're supposed to leave them at least 60 minutes before exposing to Lorraine, because you know what she's like. So, final review on the Cerakote.
Hey, Weasel. That's you.
Is they look fantastic. Really pleased with the results. What I would say is I only used half of the clear ceramic coating, and I did another car outside with the same wipe. So if you buy a kit, you should probably split it with someone else, provided your lights aren't too bad, because you could probably get 4 sets done out of 1 kit. Don't rate that backing pad whatsoever, absolute junk. But yeah, we'll see how it lasts through the summer, see if they fade any. I'll perhaps do another, I don't know, update in a year's time.